right, well, hello and welcome back again as we get ready for our first game of the night, which will be the Arcadia Mages taking on the um, Miami Nocturnal Hurricanes. Hoping for a good series here, of course, as you can see on your screen. Both teams currently sitting at 0-2, and so we'll have to see which one can get that win on the board. Both teams have a Game 5 loss as well as a sweep loss, and so pretty much tied in a lot of ways. If we look at the actual standings, the current tiebreaker is just goal diff because Arcadia have a 0 goal diff. Meanwhile, Miami are sitting at -10. So definitely a much stronger stat there for Arcadia, but overall pretty even between them. Looking over to our schedule, you can see 2 games down, as we have a Game 5 and a sweep. We'll see where this one falls. Also a favorite and an underdog getting those wins, at least by the standings. I think if you actually go through it, both would have been favorites in those games. Looking at our standings then, it is Hanoi up at 3-0, Santa Carla at 2-1, and then Calgary, who have joined Havana at 1-2, with everyone else still where they were last week. Looking then at our stats, Koa and Stewie will be your key players, although it is a tie between Stewie and Zach. And of course, Stewie won't be here, and so if anything, that would fall down to Zach. Meanwhile, of course, one of the other main storylines of this game will be not only Mello stepping in for Stewie, but also Chance, the new player on the Arcadia roster. Obviously, Matt, after a rough start to the season, getting traded away as Arcadia get a draft pick out of it. And it is Chance coming in, who I think it's interesting to see how this one goes. That's kind of the main thing I'm getting from this. Actually, it's Sweezy being subbed out, so apologies there. I say that because I'm looking at their VC, and I see Stewie in there. So I'm like, so it's Sweezy. So, yeah, they're still tied. I'm still going with Stewie, but you can go whichever direction you want to go in terms of that. But as I was saying, I'm interested to see how Chance works out with this team because, interestingly, Matt is a player who has always been on pretty top teams, and you expect him to have very good stats out of that, as he often does. But this season, through their first few series, it was actually Koa and Anomaly who are getting the lion's share of the stats for this team. Of course, Matt saying he's not great at carrying, and so he was playing a support role, but even still, it was kind of surprising. And so I'm interested to see now with Chance coming in. I think player for player, probably, and just kind of realistically, a bit of a downgrade. But it's also just an incredibly different style. As Chance is someone that we've always seen be very fast, be very mechanical, try to be everywhere on the field. And obviously he's only had a couple games in Prism now, and they haven't quite gone his way. But generally, I am just interested to see. Because, as I just said, Koa and Anomaly have been the main people getting the stats, getting the shots, all of that. And so now I want to see what happens when you add an aggressive player to that mix. Do they then start to play around him? Or do they just kind of get in each other's way? And I'm interested to see that. As, of course, we do have a non-playing manager. And so if this team doesn't join in a second, I will send it to a player. But we'll see. As the stats in terms of team averages are led by Arcadia. Currently, it is 5-3, although there are 2 ties, and so if you cut those out, it would be 3-1 in favor of the Mages. And yeah, I think prediction is tough. Before stream started, I was thinking I might go Miami, but thinking about the players we have, I'm thinking Arcadia. It is tough. As I was messaged by a player. And so I'll send code. I'm like I said, I'm just interested to see these teams. Obviously, we've seen Miami. They looked good against Chicago. They looked competitive against Lincoln, although they struggled to close out some games. And then you look at the other side, it's kind of hard to know what to do with Arcadia's gameplay. Because again, yeah, they had some pretty good games when they had Matt on the team, but they don't have Matt anymore, and they have a very different player. And so, how do you value the players or the results that have been played? Like, they looked pretty good against Hanoi, even though they got swept. They got very close against Savannah, I believe, obviously even outscoring them in the series. But, of course, they don't get the wins there. And now they have something very different. And so I'm going to go in favor of Arcadia. I'm going to say 3-2 because I really don't know. And we're going to see as we load in here game number 1 on Manfield Night. It is Arcadia in blue, Miami in orange. Early shot here by Stewie, blocked away by Anomaly. Anomaly now staying with it, a strong touchdown field, blocked back down by Zach. Koa trying to take control. Now pop forward, it's a double commit, but it is blocked by Miami. Chance trying to stay with this one, hit down in front, but Stewie able to get up and get it away. And now it's Koa with another high touch, trying to force something, and he'll get back to it. Following it down, not going to get much there. Anomaly will try, but the 50's won away by Miami again. So we've definitely, more often than not, through 50 seconds, been in or going towards this orange side of the field. But we haven't had a lot of sustained push, and of course nothing towards the net really at all from either team. Anomaly tries to pick this one up, gets a touch across, now we'll have to leave it, and Chance is there. He'll go to the back wall, but it's popped away by Stewie. Stewie now a touch away, but Anomaly's waiting. He'll take a shot, and Mello, a PFA we've seen be very active this season, is there for that block. This one though up for Koa, blocked by Stewie. Anomaly in the air, blocked away by Zach. Couple shots raining in, and the saves are there to follow. And we are still scoreless. 95 seconds in as there's a big demo, but Anomaly able to get another good 50 behind it. Mello now, this one will drop down, and now Koa gets it out to the side. Koa still waiting behind it, gets the 50 forward towards the corner, but plenty of time for Mello. He'll get it the other way. Now looking for a shot, but Chance pops it up high. Zach now knocking it right back down. Anomaly play it to the other side. Still, he'll try to keep it in, but that one does sail on him a little bit. Mello's pass now over to Zach. He'll play it off the corner again. There's a big miss, but Mello can't hit the shot either. And now Koa has time to take it the other way. He'll dribble past one. That's the second will get the block on the flick. Zach now trying to pitch it up. Will beat one who was a little bit too aggressive on the sidewall. Anomaly gives up his life for the touch as Stewie will return it deep into the blue side corner here. Now drop down. Zach will pop up. Chance will block it back down. Stewie now trying to get it out, bouncing across, but Chance is there. That's another long save. As that almost a good spawn for Zach, but the touch a little bit off, and that'll set up an Arcadia push. Mello trying to get it away, but Koa pushes it right back through. Stewie trying to drop it down. It's Chance around the outside, but Zach a good strong clear. And that'll at least buy some time as Anomaly's forced to collect it. Koa now going up. Mello's there first. Zach in the air. Anomaly beats him to it. Chance in next. Waiting under it, but Stewie gets the dunk forward. Under 2 minutes left to go here. Still nothing on the board. Mello going to get a little bit close there. Won't get anything else. Zach down to the backboard will run out of boost. Dropping down. It's Koa waiting downfield looking for a redirect. Won't be able to get a piece of it. As now Chance passes it out. Anomaly won't get a shot. Koa racing in. Blocked away by Zach. Mello not going to reach that one either. Anomaly looks for a back pass. Thinks about staying with it, but Chance will take it in the end. Chance now the touchdown forward. Stewie trying to get it out towards the side. Koa going to get bumped off it. That buys some space for Stewie. His touch is right in Anomaly, though, and he'll win the 50. Anomaly now another 50 right over to Koa. Pass back in, but cut off by Mello. Chance around the outside, pushes it down the sideline. Zach down into the corner. Anomaly trying to get up. Now around the outside, this one dropped down. Stewie not able to get to that one, but the touch is wide as well. Final 50 seconds left to go here. Still nothing on the board just yet. Stewie, though, a bit of an awkward touch. Fortunately, it's only Mellow on it. Anomaly had to dive for that save. Zach is there. Bar down and skipped in off Anomaly. An own goal in the end, but the pressure is created on the shot by Zach. It's close. Certainly enough to make him panic. And with 40 seconds left to go, it is Miami who have a late lead here. Zach now trying to keep control, looking for the pass across. It's a shot forward, Anomaly blocked the other way. Koa trying to get up. Only Stewie back, but Stewie gets a good touch on that one. Mellow now in the air. Chance will race in, going around the corner. Pass across. Koa's there. There's your response. And it is 1-1. We are all tied up. Final 20 seconds now. Good response there by Arcadia, and they bring us back to level. Now looking very likely to be a golden goal situation, but who can find that next one? It's so awkward here, but the next shot rings wide. Anomaly trying to pass it down. Koa's there, blocked by Mellow. Chance will try to keep it in. High in the air, Zach attempted clear, blocked in by Anomaly as Chance pops it up high again, but Anomaly overruns it, and we have overtime in game number 1. Now off the left wall here, Mellow, another one high downfield. Chance can keep it up there, will beat one, but the 50 blocked away. Pretty even by Zach. Double commit there for Arcadia as this one's banged off the left side again. Anomaly leaving it back, Chance up in the air, going downfield, 50 down, and now pop back towards Anomaly. Anomaly taking control, going up in the air, goes for the reset, forces it, but it's blocked wide by Mellow. Stewie now the long clear right at Koa, who will send it back in. Chance will look for a cut, but doesn't have the boost to get it. Stewie now controlling, barely avoids that bump, as that's a bad 50 by Chance. Mellow's touch, though, is wide. I think if he can get that in the right direction, it should be pretty free, but won't be able to until 1 minute in. We play on. Anomaly now over to the right side. This one caught down by Zach. Played over. Chance trying to pop it out. Dunked in by Stewie. Racing back Arcadia. Left off to Mellow. Bouncing out. Zach in the air. Koa gets there. Great read off his own back wall. And Koa blocks a shot, but there's one by Stewie. And there's no one there this time. Miami take the first game. Just a high pop-up. One diving gets beat. Anomaly gets bumped. And they just have to watch it go. Miami now 1 to the better in the series, as it will be 8-9 that Miami are gonna outshoot them. So close in goals, close in shots. But, of course, that now becomes a bit of a criticism for both teams, that you can say, hey, you had 9 shots. Why is that only 2 goals? And equivalently to your opponent, you had 8 shots. Why is that 1 goal? So you need to see more purposeful and effective pressure out of these teams, because obviously for Arcadia, you don't get the win. And for Miami, you can feel happy with that one, but will it be sustainable? That's the real question, as this could be an early goal, but Anomaly gets up for the save. Zach now bangs it straight over to the left wall. He'll look for a read. Will get past one, but Koa's there to send it long. Chance in the air. Won't have a double. Koa does, but it's off the bar. The quick check coming out. An unfortunate shot. As Chance now with the double demo. This one bouncing down. Koa trying to bring it in, but it's bounced away again. That's Chance. Chance now drop down. Anomaly is there. Off the bar again, but this time it's bar down. 1-0. Arcadia take their first lead of the series. A banger that finally finds a window through. And 38 seconds into this game, far quicker than the last one. Arcadia will break through the ice. Get that one through. Now Koa trying to get it out to the side. Mello will pop it in, but Anomaly beats Zach. Stewie now alone, beat by Anomaly, but Mello will be able to get there to cut it off. Chance down the low shot, 2 go. Almost 3 really, but Stewie will get it away for the moment, and now Koa pitches it back in. Up high in the air, Anomaly blocked by Mello at contact, and it'll stay at 1. Mello now another high clear. One sent right back down. Chance waiting on it. He'll pick it up to the backboard. No double Anomaly there, but Mello has yet another save. Now down towards the corner yet again. Chance trying to pop it up. Stewie getting it forward. Koa now playing it over to the right side. Now drop down by Mello to bounce back up. Chance facing the wrong way. Can't get to it. Anomaly over to the side. It's low boost totals on Arcadia. Koa looking for a 50. Still Mello's on it. He'll play it off the back wall. He'll get the double, but at 50 he's maybe a little bit too hard. And no one will be able to reach it for the moment. Stewie now back in. Off the back wall. Block to the side for the moment. And now 50ing it right back in. This one sent downfield. Stewie up high in the air, trying to get over to the right wall. Now this one down. Bounce back out. It's Chance off the back wall, dropping in. Koa's there. Sent away by Zach. Now forward again. Anomaly try to pressure. There's a mistouch. Zach will try to get it away. Chance is there. To the back wall. Double pass back. Koa is on it. 2-0. Arcadia expand on their lead. And just before halfway left to go, well, I guess just past it, it's another expanded advantage here for our blue side. So a rough game 1, looking a lot better certainly in game 2. But we'll see as this one's bounced back. Koa not quite able to get a 50 on it. Chase now diving in. It'll drop back down. Stewie trying to bounce it away. Koa looking for control. He'll pop it up and now dunked away. Fortunately for him, it does still go back into the orange corner. Now an awkward read. Anomaly will hit the bar. Chance will drop it in under. All 3 are on the board, and it's 3-0 in game 2. Zach takes it away, but it goes the wrong way. Just barely clipped it backwards. And the bounce favors Arcadia as they get the force through. And now just under 2 minutes left to go. We're currently sitting at 3, but it won't be for long. Anomaly has 2, and Arcadia have 4. To think this team had 1 goal that they scored very, very late into the last game, because they are rolling on offense right now. This 150 up high. Chance trying to get it away. Anomaly will jump in. Attempted reset, 1 forward by Stewie, but now Chance will take it the other way. Another touchdown. Mello will pop it up, but he won't be able to follow. Popped away by Zach, as that's a bit of an awkward touch on Anomaly. Force him to go straight up, and now he has to give it away to Mello. Mello now up to Zach, goes for 1 touch, tries to leave it, but a little bit too slow. And there won't be too much threat on Arcadia there. Mello now trying to force it in. Chance will get another dunk away. This one off the right side. Zach with the touch forward. Back towards Mello by Stewie. Mello's touch will soar high to the corner. Trying to start an attack. The boost steal could help, but it's just too much space conceded as it's a flick by 1 from Koa. Anomaly now trying to force it back in again. He'll slow it down. He'll beat them all. Koa is blocked, and Chance won't be able to dive. Finally, he'll shoot, but Mello's there for a save. Now the high bounce played by Anomaly, looking for a 50. Zach gets it away. Koa up again. Another one out off the back wall. Chance this time maybe a little off on the read, or maybe expecting a touch. Either way, most importantly, we have 20 seconds left to go. Ticking down lower and lower, and Arcadia aren't giving up the field. And so now as the time runs down into the final 10, Koa will steal that shot. I say steal because we last saw Chance on it, but I don't think he stayed with. As he flies too far to the side, Koa knocks it in. It is 5-0. And with 7 seconds left to go, this game is going over to Arcadia. We point out their shooting. We say they need to make it better. I'd say they did so, as they get a classy 5 goals. Of course, we'll see the number of shots, but that's pretty convincing. As it does take 16 shots to be fair, but I mean, just under, probably around 30% shooting isn't terrible. As of course, Zach dropped out, so we can't see his shots, but I would be surprised if it was 15. So I think it's safe to say it was probably a pretty hefty shot advantage for Arcadia, and you could really feel it in the gameplay. Much more than the last game in game number 1. It just felt like Arcadia really set up, established the pressure, and kind of just dominated that one. And then, of course, as we said, the shooting much better, at least in terms of converting shots to goals. And so as we roll on now, game number 3. Both these teams tied up at 1. And so it's one game to determine who will reach match point first. Chance trying to play it around. Zach up in the air. Will get a touch away for the moment. Over towards the side boost, which Chance will not grab, but he'll go back for it. Couple miss in the corner there. Anomaly will try to feed it away. He is low on boost, so he can only get one touch out before it's dunked away by Zach. Chance now up towards the corner again. Mello will knock it down. Koa the bang forward, sent to the side by Stewie. Anomaly up in the air again, as this one will drop back down. Koa down off the ceiling. Zach up off the right wall. Chance trying to play it forward, looking for another dunk. Drop back down. Anomaly over to the right side, but not a lot there. As now this one is Chance. It's wide, but Anomaly gets it back. 1-0. It is 6 straight goals for Arcadia. As Anomaly, 52 seconds into this one, gets the first on the board. Now controlled, maybe a bit of a double commit. Koa, though, probably going to think about cutting back in. He will turn in the end, and he'll get a decent 50, although he ends up bumping his teammate with his momentum. Koa now over to the right side. Chance and Koa kind of just living on top of each other there, but of course doesn't work out for a counter, and so it works out well enough. Anomaly trying to drop it down. Mello already on it, rolled around. Koa sends it away. Now Koa, or Anomaly, trying to send it down. It would have been wide, but Zach will take control to the side. 50 back down. Mello with time, up in the air, makes both jump. Koa will block it away. Chance now another bang down towards the corner. Koa trying to catch up to it, pass across. Anomaly is there. He's 2 for 2, and it's a multi-goal lead. So the lead grows to multiple again. It is now 7 straight. And Miami have not scored in a goal in almost 7 minutes of gameplay. Anomaly trying to stick with this one. Bang down. Stewie sends it across. Chance now centering. Mello a little slow, but won't get to that one. Now Zach trying to get it downfield. Shot down. Stewie diving in. Set to the side by Chance. Anomaly trying to pre-flip to it. Won't get a piece. Mello up high in the air. Chance trying to take it away, bringing it down. Now 50 back in by Zach. Now pop back. Stewie plays it over to the left wall. Anomaly now back down. Zach trying to follow it up. He'll get another one cleared, and now Mello will play it off the side. Zach looking for a pass out. Pops it up high in the air, but Anomaly can duck it away from there. Still it's centered to Stewie. Saved away by Chance. Koa now under it. He'll get it down the sideline all the way into the corner. And Arcadia survive another push. 2 minutes left to go here. And Miami's still hunting to get anything on the board. Stewie, strong touchdown. He'll follow it himself. It's on, but Koa pops it away. The redirect off the bar keeps the shutout going. Has now Chance given time. Uses all of his boosts as he'll look for the pass down, but it's cut away by Stewie. Stewie now in the air on the dribble again. Pitched in front. That goal's familiar. The drought is broken. Stewie is credited the goal. This time it bounces in off Chance. And now with 95 left to go, Miami back within one. And this one's flicked up, a little awkward. Koa saved, but Stewie's there, and it's Chance who needs the follow-up save. Arcadia stands strong in a tough position as now they look for a clear, and Anomaly will find it. Stewie now popped around the outside. He'll get a shot. No one is back. 2-2. Stewie does it himself. A bit of an overcommit as no one's covering the net. And Miami, in the span of about 10-15 seconds, have found 2 straight goals. Chance now off the back wall again, blocked down by Stewie, a bit wayward, but a good second touch will take it away from Koa. Anomaly now up in the air again, but loses it to Mello. As Koa will try to pick it up next. Stewie just keeping it close. He'll probably look to bang it. Will get it downfield, although Anomaly's there to just return the fire. Zach trying to float it out. Chance diving in. About even on the 50. Will force Koa to go. It's another even 50. How about number 3? Won by Anomaly. Koa tries for the tight angle, but won't quite get it through. As now it's Chance around the corner again, cleared by Stewie. Double commit, Koa off the back wall. Popped up so awkward by Zach. Anomaly has the goal. Hat trick for Anomaly. And it's 3-2 Mages. 24 seconds left. That touch just a little bit too awkward. Stewie too flat-footed as well. And so with 20 left to go, this one's caught down. Demo comes through. Zach trying to follow it up, but Koa can catch it. Koa around the corner. Won't find a shot on target, but he'll look to stay with. Another one forced down. Mello will finally sneak by him, but now it's Anomaly in next. He'll take control. He'll burn the clock. It's Chance to spike it. And Arcadia are one away. With a 3-2 scoreline, they will take game number 3. As again, Zach leaves so we can't see the shooting. It's 8-10 from what we can see, so I think it's quite possible that Miami actually the ones to outshoot this time. But, of course, not gonna find the win, as it was a good attempt at a comeback. I think that's kind of the main thing. Through 3 minutes of this game and about the final minute, it felt like that was an easy Mages game. But there was that span for about 30 seconds in the middle where Miami looked scary. As Stewie found those 2 goals, and it felt like maybe they were going to claw back. They were going to take control of the series, and that would have been a hard spot for Arcadia. And so we need to see more of that. I think it's fair to say. if you're getting dominated, as they did in Game 2, and as they were for a good part of that Game 3, it's hard to find the goals, and it's hard to keep your opponent out of the net. But if you can take that control, or even force a more even back-and-forth game, then especially if you're shooting better, you can absolutely win that, obviously. And so for Miami, I think they just need to find some control back into this game. They can't afford to let Arcadia just bang it around them, keep them trapped back, and force awkward touches, as that is a banger of a pinch. It might just be on, but Chance will get it away. Going out over to the left. I mean, Couch has just been, like, with his job, he hasn't been able to do much for the last, like, full series, or season, you know? So, what can you do? Work happens, life happens. And this one's up off the right wall, pop back out, off the back wall. Yeah, he got a new job, I think, early, like, either early in or just before last season, and he's kind of been busy since. And he kind of, like, slowly, you know, had to step back until he pops in every once in a while now. As this one's air dribbled forward. The 50 is there, but Stewie will get it away again. Koa now in off the right wall. Anomaly will get a big bump. It's open, but Chance a little bit too slow as Stewie will pop it away. Misread is there, and Anomaly will get removed. So Miami just about going to survive that one. As Melo's up with it again, looking for the play forward. It'll drop down. Stewie diving in. Chance takes it away. Much more similar to game number 1 here, as we're about 2 minutes in, and there's still nothing through just yet. Anomaly now jumping in, bangs it down off the back wall, but it'll get blocked out to the side. Now this one up in the air again. Turning around, it'll be Melo up in the air. Zach now knocks it down. Chance trying to follow it up. Stewie gets it down to the corner. Rolling around. Awkward touch by Chance, but no one even near it. And so it will go unpunished. Only now another long send. Koa towards the back wall. Bar down again. Now Anomaly down off the ceiling. Zach trying to pop it up in the air. Koa following it up, getting it down towards the net. And Melo plays it out to the side. Now Anomaly sticking with it. Zach another long clear. Chance down off the ceiling. Reset down. Stewie will get the pop out. Koa now knocking it back down again. It'll be Zach on this one. Koa trying to follow it up. Won't get much on it. Chance now another one dropped in. Zach up in the air. Chance trying to 50 it around. Anomaly up off the back wall. Koa jumping in. Stewie will send it long. Zach is there. And for the first time in a while, since game number 1 even, Miami have a lead. A clean redirect by Zach as he finds the target. And it is 1-0, the advantage for Miami. Now this one shot forward, but saved away by Koa again. Approaching 100 seconds left to go. Still time for Arcadia, but again, this game just feeling so much more alike to game number 1. And that, of course, was the only game before potentially this one that Miami found a win in. And so as this one continues forward, we need to see something change for Arcadia. I mean, we said for Miami, you need to stop letting Arcadia control the game. They've done that. Now for Arcadia, you need to find ways to control the game. As we now crest the 1 minute mark here. This one dropping in yet again. Chance trying to stick with it. Now 50'd around the outside. Koa the high clear. Stewie knocks it out to the side. Now up in the air again. Anomaly trying to let it go back. Melo will have a shot. Koa will have a save. Stewie now a touchdown. It's Zach up with it. Stewie a pass back. But no one there to receive. Now Chance down into the corner. It'll bounce up. Demo on the defender, but no one really able to get another touch on it. This one's played back in. Chance, another good dunk. Melo, though, just going to go up high. That'll get by him. Koa left alone on the back wall. He'll get a strong touch. Anomaly trying to get there. Only a 50. Koa now cutting in. Beats Stewie on it. Mello now in a bit of a tough spot, but a great touch there. Just strong enough to beat the attacker. Now another bump comes through. 5 seconds. This is the final push, but it's not looking good so far. Anomaly now in the air. Mello the 50 down. It gets down, and we are headed the distance. Only 1-0. A low shooting game across the board. 5-4. Arcadia do still have the advantage in that regard, but they can't find a goal through. And so Miami will take this game number 4, and they will send us all the way. A spot both these teams have faced this season. In fact, it was just last week for Arcadia that they fell short in game number 5. But will it happen again? Which team will beat their demons of weeks past and get it through? Lemon, your prediction is invalid because you joined the stream and said Hurricanes in 5, then 20 seconds later said Mages in 5. So you predicted both options, and therefore you get credit for neither. As this one's dropping in, it's now up off the bar again. Koa trying to slow it down. It's up in the air. Mello now looking for another 50. Now up off the back wall. Zach trying to play it in. He'll beat 1. Looking to stay behind it. 50 down. Anomaly gets a long clear. That could be threatening. It could be in. It's high. And so too his chances. And so it is survival for Miami. We stay scoreless through that one. Now send back in. Drop down. Mello is there. 50 wide by Anomaly. Anomaly now trying for a pop downfield. Won't get the dunk, and it's played to the side. Now hold on, defense. Stewie trying to get it down the sideline. Zach already on it, looking for a dunk, won't even need one. Now the pass back, but Stewie diving a little early. He will get another look, but now Mello tries to take it away, so he'll play it off the corner before Anomaly another dunk back towards midfield. Now up towards the ceiling, 2 go for Miami. It's a light touchdown. Stewie something more substantial, but Koa's ready for it. Now Koa still staying with it. This one up in the air, dropped back in, cleared away. Mello sticking with it as the time continues to tick down. Still no goals on the board here. Again, following closer to those games 1 and 4 formulas. And that not the best sign for Arcadia, who scored early and quite a lot in the games they've won. But of course, it could come down to that first goal, which has determined it so far. Stewie trying to play it across. Anomaly will knock it down. Chance sticking with it. Has a dribble. Has a pop. Mello gets a good touch, and it will stay away. Now cleared down again. Zach trying to follow it up. It's popped up in the air. Stewie now following it. This one dropped down. Koa will get the catch away. Now Koa waiting behind it, getting the 50, or rather just a ceiling shot. It beats 2, and Koa, a spike for goal number 1. Both defenders try, neither one gets it. And right at the halfway mark, it is 1-0 Mages. Now popped across again. Koa the long clear. Zach trying to knock it down. Now sent back across by Anomaly. Koa tries, almost gets a fake out of that, it seems. But Zach will get there for the save. Chance now sent away. Koa back over to the right side. This one sent away. Stewie trying to get it out. There's now Chance. A high play out. Stewie up with it again. Lead away, Koa the bang forward. Zach is up on it. Now Chance trying to get this one down. Looking for a play, but it's sent back the other way. 100 seconds left to go. Miami looking for an equalizer. That demo will help to buy some space for Koa, but in the end, it's just 50 right back up where Chance has to play it. Stewie now keeps it dangerous, but it's free control for Anomaly, who will get a high clear downfield. That one not forwards from Zach. Is it deja vu? It's a save, but not for long. Anomaly secures it as Koa hits it right up towards the bar. Stewie pinches it away, but it sits, it waits, and Anomaly sends it right back. 80 seconds left to go. It is 2-0 from Arcadia. And the pressure now starts to build for Miami. Anomaly off the back wall, double saved by Stewie. Koa now waiting on it. He'll get it forward as this one is dropped across. Bump, not going to be much there. Now Zach trying to get it forward. Anomaly trying to play it off the side. Koa already on it, played downfield, now blocked around the outside. Mello gonna get a piece of one as a Rule 1 does form, but then it's broken by Mello, who jumps away. Chance looking for the double. It's towards net, not quite on, but that touch is awkward. Koa slows it down, and Stewie gets there for the dunk away. 30 seconds to go. Miami need one soon. But a miss there is now Stewie's forced to leave it, but it's a miscommunication. Chance all the way down. The double by Mello trying to get it away. It's still floating up high. Anomaly passes it out. Koa off the bar. Chance saved by Stewie. But it's only 10 seconds left to play. Anomaly will slow it down. It will waste away the clock. That one is saved. Zach's too little, too late. Arcadia have their win. Miami do well to force the final game, but they cannot win it there. And it will be Arcadia who close out their first win of the season here on Champions Field. So hey, they're scaling. Of course, again, different roster, but they're scaling. As in the first week, they get swept. Then they lose in Game 5. Now they win in Game 5. And so we'll see where that momentum takes them. But for the moment, it is a big win for Arcadia. We'll ask about an interview. And we'll see. See True Vice. I believe it. As who do they play next week? I'll leave that a surprise for the interview, as you'll find out. And we are going to have one, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Arcadia, a Game 5 win. How does it feel to have that first?
It's good to get a win under the belt. Obviously, it sucks to lose, so it's good. It didn't quite happen, I think, the way we wanted it to happen, but it's still good to get the win.
Absolutely. And what changed between Game 1 and then the next two games? That you guys were dominating them for all of Game 2 and then a majority of Game 3.
The bumps and demos.
Yeah, I think that I really started to steal a lot of boost and get a lot of bumps. I can't say for the other two, but I definitely was bumping demo heavy in those two games. And then Mello kind of figured out that I was touching him inappropriately, so he started dodging me. But yeah, I think that helped a lot.
It's like the majority of what it was. It was just dirtier play. And then me and Chance just hit more shots because it was more open. That's really all it came down to.
Absolutely. And as you guys move towards game number 5 after they took that fourth one, was there a little bit of fear that it might happen again, or were you guys still confident?
I mean, I can't speak for Chance because obviously he's mute. But the whole time I was like, dude, we got this. All of those games felt so winnable. So I don't think there was panic. I think there was a little bit of anxiety just because it's a game 5, but I wouldn't say panic.
Yeah, that sums it up. Pretty much how I felt too.
As
Never
we,
felt unwinnable. Never felt bad.
as we have Chance in the Twitch chat saying W Chance on mute. Fantastic. Now, of course, up next, you guys are scheduled. Okay, Bula.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, up next, you guys are scheduled to play up against New York. How do you feel about that one?
Pretty similar to this one, I think. A lot of question marks for that roster. Wouldn't put them highly on my power rankings, so I think we've got a good chance here to continue to streak here.
Absolutely. And now, Vice, based on the pattern of your guys' season so far, says that you guys are going to sweep that one. Do you agree?
Hope so.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
I hope
Chance for Chance might have slept for the next
Yeah,
one.
maybe
So-
maybe
Ooh.
Chance will be on more than 0 hours of sleep. That's crossing our fingers.
I mean, I don't know. That's bold.
We might sleep through it. We might get swept through that.
Or he might sleep through it.
That's the danger of trying to let him get sleep. All right. Well, I think that's about all I have for you guys. So, congratulations on the win and good luck next
Thank you.
week.
Thank you for streaming, Doggo.
Thank you, doggo.
All right, and that will do it for our first game of the night. So in the end, my prediction does end up correct, but definitely an interesting series. I think for Miami, your main takeaway is solid game without Sweezy. You'd like to see them lock it in a bit more, but they put up another good fight, and you believe that one of these games, they will be able to turn it around. As for Miami, up next, they're going to play Calgary. Okay, to be fair, this is a tough loss for Miami because now I think they probably go 0-5, and that feels bad because, I mean, really, you look at it. Who are the current top 4 in the standings? Well, who are the current top 3? Hanoi, Lincoln, Chicago, and then if you added power rankings, you throw Calgary in there. Now, if you look at the first 5 weeks of Miami's season, it's Chicago, then Lincoln, then, of course, this game, then Calgary, Hanoi. That's tough. And so this was absolutely their most winnable game out of that. And so I think the main challenge for them is in those next few weeks, have an impact. Take a game. Take a couple games. Give yourself the confidence that you can compete. And then even if you lose both of those games, know, hey, if nothing else, there's a play-in. You have time to rebound your season. So obviously a tough spot to be in for Miami. Meanwhile, for Arcadia, who play a lot of those teams later, a couple weeks down the line, definitely a good position for them to be in to try to build up that confidence now. But, hey, we'll see. As we do have one more game on the schedule tonight, as that will be Inchin versus Kansas City. That is a 9 p.m. kickoff, and so we will be back live in about an hour. We hope to see you then. But your final score here, one last time, Arcadia 3, Miami 2. We'll see you back in just a little bit for our last game of the night.